Du service pour une deuxième saison et certainement un petit peu plus ambitieuse.
Ouais, Philippe Ginella qui en a terminé avec...
Et c'est donc bien lui qui revient par la grande porte et qui vient monter sur la troisième scratch. Oh là là, Fabien Mojon, Fabien tient la photo.
This season would see a frustrating start to Friday for Andrea. The winner of the early on Saturday's opener. Stage later.
Yeah, I think he get distracted. Oh yes, it's a bit late on the brakes. I think the corner is even more tight than he expected.
Take a look at this. Is a around about 5 kilometers into the stage. Oh!
Way too late on the braking.
Και Μάουρο Μπαρέιρο έξοδος. Προσπαθεί να και το γυρίζει, μπράβο του.
Broniący tytuł mistrza Polski Roman Czastor, ale weekend zaczął z impetem. Czech dachował w pierwszej kwalifikacji. Liderem był Leszek Pawlak, a za jego plecami walczyli Grzegorz Carzasty. Ich rywalizacja na pierwszym okrążeniu była niezwykle zacięta, przez co doszło do kontaktu. Pawlak dalej uderzył w bandę z opon, powracając na tor. Jego Carzasty nie mający szans zareagować.
To be stuck behind second place for so long before he finally did get to run him down. Oh! And he's off! A mistake from... He's got 2 more purple sectors in the first part. Oh, as we got cars off both Lonnie and Anna.
Mladenovic nella seconda parte di gara, che però sta facendo molto bene e sta cercando il contatto con Dancarlo, che ha tentato di cercare di portarsi all'attacco, dovendo fare i conti anche con... Il contatto incredibile il contatto tra i due compagni di squadra.
다 정상... 이게 무슨 일인가? 위험한 상황! 오, 정말 위험했어요.
อีกแล้วเหรออะไรเนี่ยปากันแถมอีกแล้วโอ้โห
battles all the way down the order, and there's contact there. A Jedi and a Dallara tangle up. That's at 68, and Harry Barton in the number 11 up there as well. Oh, and one car side, that's one of the team, but McLaren's going off the 68. Wallop straight into the tyre wall. Oh.
Operating temperature, are they? Oh, Newsham! No, Newsham into the back of Sam Laidlaw. That was a really clumsy moment down at the bottom of the hill.
And equally so. Oh, and there's been a touch of McFarlane and that was Stevens, wasn't it? They both careered off.
Into the lead, but there's contact. That's Jason Wood, who's been speared into. Cars going either side of him, and Alan Dooley having a spin in avoidance at the back. It's underway now. And not a good start, I'm afraid, from the HRD and or the Derby. And now 2 cars have gone spearing off as well. One of them is the 6th car of compared to some of the other cars out there, but it is a mighty machine, and there's contact there between Stuart Pywell and Jason Rees, who goes off that car. And there is a touch, and around goes number 91.
Wilson sends one straight back to the inside. Wilson in the white and red out wide and goes for a spin. He's going to get beached a little bit in the gravel trap here, and he is going to be ready. Thought about making it 3 wide, but thought that's not a good idea. Oh, Deanarine's in too hot, and he's actually made contact with Ingram Hill, who sent the...
He's gone for a move. He's done... yeah. He's done exactly what he's done a few times this race, but just gone in a bit...
line. I think he still finished in 7th place. He was going side by side with Hilton, and he missed out. Whoa, big crash for Magnussen. Magnussen's been sent off into the barrier, and that'll be just this weekend. Let's see what's happened. So, I mean, from that one quick angle...
Kane, contact. Nick Jones and Mike Price, and it's the Porsche that's going to come off worse. Kaboom! Into the tyres. Big one. Gets airborne. Big indeed. That's going to put debris on the road. I would fear that's going to have done a rad and put coolant and liquid.
Mike, how did you see this?
Yeah, I think Shiv thought better of it, but I think Louis gone in too hot there and lost the rear, trying to catch it, and opposite lock and nowhere to go but into the barrier, and then everybody's just trying to...
Here comes Livesey, already out of control, loops it, and then just digs the front wheels into the gravel trap. Here comes Mike West, fully committed to the corner. In fairness, that looks a lot more dramatic than it is. I don't. There, the white car goes off in the wheel tracks of Emilio Valentino Del Grosso, and as Mabunda rejoins, there's a snap of oversteer and bang, nowhere for Reeve Lake to go. The 70 car, that 73, sorry, of Harry Bartle also had a rotation.
Further back in the pack, this is the 51 BC Racing car being chased down by the 66, which goes around for a second spin.
Phil Kim for 4th and 5th place. They're going at it. Yeah. Oh, slightly heavier collision than I was expecting, actually. Incident I expected. Meanwhile, in the wars again, Yasutaka Shirasaki. Not, of course, Yamatatsu was leading Trofeo Pirelli Am until the end stages of the race. And we get a replay here of why he was leading going on to the final lap in Trofeo Pirelli Am. And that is why Phil Kim, the 3rd and 4th place battle, he built such a gap that he still finished in 5th place. Cold Max was in the wars on the final lap as well, coming over the final crest. I suspect he will want a cold beverage after that. Oh, and the 139 car in a spin. They
stopping it with that bum feel. Oh, bit of a moment there.
Yeah, Morris, as we were talking about. Let's see if we can unpick this arse. So,
Ramu Farrell.
Yeah. Now, Pro-Am leader taking out most of their signs, DBA and Ryko as well. Here it is. There's the leader. Oh, wow. So he got in front of Willie Exton. Was he leading at that point?
He was.
Yeah.
He was. And it's a bit of a repeat of what we've seen earlier in the weekend. Maybe the...
Oh, Masahiro Taguchi under siege here with Jim Policino. Policino, I think, had the nose fractionally in front.
A Ferrari challenge, so teaching the guys the circuit, but it's not just about...
Oh, and it got loose. It got loose deep under brakes.
Very close to the tyre bundle, loses it across the top. Oh, tiny little bit of air as it got into the gravel trap, and as it just touched.
Moment in clean air. He's just done a 35.2. That's a huge moment. Massive moment on the exit of the final corner, and we'll end up gently nerfing the tyre.
The top sort of 5-8 cars. Looks like Campbell's already had a moment into turn 1, whether or not he was helped, and then unfortunately for the McLaren of Nerwin, he just had nowhere to go, trying to avoid. Try and hold it down the inside here is Lucchini, but he can't do it. Perez really, and he's spun again. Oh no, he's going to have to...
Voilà. Allez, attention, regardez, il y a Marc Guillot qui s'est infiltré, c'est Jérôme Boulry. Oh, le contact.
Il l'a pas vu.
Yeah, 84 to the outside of the number 33 all-black 360 car, and this is going to be quite a high-speed impact into the tyres.
Immediately broke suspension or steering.
It was a half moment for the 50 car, which kind of opened the door, but then...
Safety car deployed, is under review.
So side-to-side contact, Josh Steed spins down the inside. Lena Bula is still just marginally ahead. I hadn't realised that the 85 was overlapping at the time. That's short.
There's a car went to driver's right. That's the Breton racing car, and this is about to be hit by Andrew Ferguson there. That's that one. There's Motorsport 98 going back. I think it might have been the Breton racing car that went to wide on driver's right, spun back across the face of Andrew Ferguson.
Now this is the car that was released perhaps at the wrong time, or did it go through a red light at the end of pit road, leading the way. Meanwhile, there's a spin coming out of turn 12.
That was Terence Woodward. That was Terence Woodward before he pitted the car, and he's been into the position. Oh, there's a door open on the Adess.
Huge incident for the Porsche, which goes sideways and now is on fire, sitting in the middle.
Problemas en la partida. El piloto que es motorizado por Claudio Enrique, la atención de Andrés Unjefub en lo que tiene que ver con el chasis y
Capa va a doblar en la horquilla, abrir la primera vuelta de carrera. Acá viene muy bloqueado. Uy, se tocó el vuelco, terrible.
Terrible vuelco.
Fuerte vuelco.
A buscar la bandera cuadros.
Muy bien, transita la horquilla cuando vemos el trompo ahí de...
Elías Pedro.
Uy, que se golpeó con las gomas de contención. Pero en otra historia está el campeón.
Problema para RJ López. ¡Uy! Accidente fuerte para RJ López.
Hay que ver aquí la repetición exactamente de qué sucedió justamente en el momento exacto cuando RJ López perdió el control de su...
Now, what has happened to Everton Cardoso? He's already had a big accident this year. He certainly doesn't need another one. The back end's kicked out. Oh, Everton Cardoso. Big accident in the final turn.
Pues es que la mayor velocidad está en la curva 2 y no en la zona de la chicana.
Y ahí está, un toquecito que no va, un toquecito que...
Un roce, una carambola previa.
Ahí está, mira, Gripo.
Bien Fernández, claro.
Claro, se tratan de hacer algún lugar y no había salida. Y después puede salir.
Acá lo vemos de nuevo, desde otro ángulo. Oh, a Mura le dieron de un lado y por eso Évolo. Y el que lo impacta de lleno es Gastón Martínez.
Más rápida. Mira. Ahí lo pierde. Va. Una especie de Dujan.
Claro, pero
maniobra, ¿no?
La trompa sí.
Mira cómo quedó.
De A3 no entran ahí. Exactamente, autos de mucho porte. Soporte se lleva puesto, sí, Felipe. Vamos a ver, fíjense. Chiarocchi. Con las dos maniobras tuvo la responsabilidad de Gutling. La ligó Guten, que venía ganando la Copa Master y ahora lamentablemente pierde el liderazgo dentro de...
Ahí vemos estas primeras horas cuando vemos a un coche, a un Mercedes, que ha hecho ese trompo. Atención, hay otro trompo de otro de los McLaren de SMC.
And Joel Myers is only about 3 or 4 car lengths. Biggins hits the wall, turns himself over, and ends up on his roof down the back.
Of Weimer. They get Simmons out in front. Witt running second.
Oh, hang on, Samatovich.
Looking for an opportunity to pick off one, if not the two ahead of him. Down into turns 1 and 2.
I tell you what, these guys get us locked and they touch and they go. Both of them go around. Hayden goes around.
So as they come through, you didn't see the red flag.
Oh, no!
Contact!
Huge crash. Watch out. All right. Tough, Greg, and it's learning by trial and error a little bit here as you see him just lose the front in the middle of that last corner. And looks like the bike is pretty much all intact. So that's going to be a bummer for him. And you can see maybe Sam had to take a little evasive action too.
You know, they just went for the same spot. It looks like, you know, for Levy, who's on the outside. And, you know, it's going to be under.
Wide. He just got too fast into that turn, and this is going to throw him. And it didn't throw him as hard, but maybe he jammed his leg or something. We saw him getting up and limping. Got off, I think.
Equaling.
Oh, man, Escalante out of shape again, and he's going to have to jump. He bails off that bike. Now let's just hope that when he dug in.
You see as he starts to get on the throttle to drive out, the rear end just comes around. Those are the tough crashes right there because you don't know what you did. You're just the
replay.
Yeah, just down into turn 12 before you go up over the rise into 13. It's one of those places where the water can kind of puddle because you go downhill into 12.
We have the crash.
Where he did this. This is the last corner, isn't it? Yeah, that's the last corner.
Progresses throughout the season, but especially in these rainy conditions.
Man, both riders get sideways. Bodie Page goes down. What a tremendous now. There it is. That's a big one again. Trying to save it. But Greg, when you're trying to push and get away, that's the mistake.
John López y Carmelo Belluccio con problemas, lo veíamos. Bueno, se ha caído y se lo ha llevado por delante. Se lo ha llevado Saki del Dezabot 77 por detrás y de momento ha saltado a la primera posición y tenemos caída. Curva Michelin, ahí vemos la repetición, como si se la ha ido de atrás. Solarchi McDonald.
Qué pena por Harry, la verdad, no.
Se le ha cerrado de adelante. Se le ha cerrado a Harry Cowry.
2,3 de vantagem. O Bruno Martins e o... Ai, tem piloto no chão. Tem passagem para cima do Breno. Ai. Gibi no chão, ó. Já
out of the corner. Oh, he loses his balance going through the ruts. Here's what happened. Going through, jumping through different combination. And look at Faulkner, looks like he gets caught up or stalls the bike. That's going to put more stress and load on this motorcycle. Here's way on your right.
This was a few laps ago, though.
Crossed up, yeah.
This is a different incident.
Yeah, that was.
With thanks to Ufoplast.
Yeah, it just wasn't perfectly lined up in that rut.
And the best way to do that is to get yourself a whole shot. Commentator's curse.
Look to the back. Here's the replay. Oh, it's in the rollers too.
Oh, the
back
first roller. Whoa! That is monumental. That is end for end.
Oh, Utek gets up the inside of him. Look, oh, tags his front wheel on the leg of Menigo. Guillaume would have seen around about 2.5, 3 seconds. Oh! She throws it away in spectacular fashion.
The Wolf over the Liqui Moly jump. Oh, just landed nose heavy over the handlebar. Let's have another look. Look at this, over the Sardinia jump. They just about touch, and that bike just whips underneath him and throws him off.